Today I'm going to educate you on why this is overpriced and overrated and why this is a real truck. Today we have a clean 1997 F350. Let's dive into it. Let's rewind back to 1997. You walk into a Ford dealership and you need a truck that can do work. That's what you were there for. You pick out an F350 with a manual 5-speed, a work floor, no bells and whistles. This is an XL. We have enough room for 6 people in this cab, and the seats feel like grandma's quilt when you sit down on them. They're comfy, squishy, and although they might collect some of the dust, tell you right now, my butt couldn't be happier. I love it. I can't get enough of this truck. And it was built back then to still be useful today. I know that if I had this truck on my ranch, I could use it every single day. Now, fast forward to 2025, what do I use this truck for? I use it simply to enjoy it. It fits my entire family. I can fit my wife and my 4 kids in here to go get ice cream, or go to Home Depot, or do all the other things, and it still does it better than a modern truck when you come to a Raptor or a TRX, your dad truck, if you will. I go ahead and say this has more style as well. To know that you roll up in an OG Ford OBS, sorry, but if I'm looking at it, I've got envy. But that's not why you buy a truck like this from Worldwide Vintage. You do it because it's nostalgic. You do it because your grandfather had a truck like this, or your dad had a truck like this, and you remember all the work that you actually did. Just cruising out in the country doing 60 miles per hour, the truck drives straight, and the cab noise isn't that bad. Under the hood, we have a 5.8 liter Windsor motor. That's Ford's big block. We have 215 horsepower. We have 315 foot-pounds of torque. The payload's 4,000 pounds on this truck, and it can still haul 14,000 pounds on a trailer. It's a 5-speed manual. The first is a granny gear. So when you're starting out with these trucks, you actually start in second. It's a great reminder of what was and what it had to be back then. We didn't have to have complicated 10-speed transmissions and all the technology that seems to be, as of late, just breaking or in the shop all the time. I absolutely love the fact that these front axles still have the manual hubs on them. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you actually have to click them from free to lock so that the transfer case isn't connected to the front axle, so you don't have parasitic drag while you're driving. An additional feature of that is that you can actually run it in 2-wheel low, which can be convenient. Now, I don't know why people would want a newer truck. I think that they're so expensive now, and there's so many things that can go wrong on them. And yes, they have an abundance of creature comforts that you can't deny. And I get it, you're daily driving them. I'm not trying to hate too much on modern trucks. They have a lot of technology. They're quite comfortable now. The thing is, though, is I am still a firm believer that we're losing the connection with the automobiles that we drive. This one, that's not the case. A new truck might have a touchscreen. It might have a CD player. This one has a tape deck. But oh my gosh, the feeling that I can get when I drive this truck down these roads. See, these trucks were built to last, and they are extremely durable. The clock on this one shows 50,000 miles. And I know these trucks have gone up in value significantly, but wouldn't that be more of a reason to buy one? Is that you know that this is now an asset in this condition? Yes, I might be partial to this because I myself own a 1995 short cab, standard bed, Eddie Bauer edition F-150. And my goal with it, after I've daily driven it, even for months at a time, is to redo that. But not in any kind of resto mod way, as much as I really just want to keep the outsides looking as clean and as maybe dated as a 1995 should. Another thing that I'm a fan of is the fact that we have companies like Roadster Shop that you can go on the internet right now and buy a chassis for a truck like this. You could drop a Godzilla or a Coyote motor in this and you could get your Raptor R or your TRX out of this and still have the prestige of having a vintage truck. Now, whether you want to take it that far or just enjoy the truck as it is, I still think that we are overseeing that when you just see an old truck rolling down the road. There is so much potential there for smiles or for horsepower. In the meantime, you can still cruise one of these trucks and enjoy it. And man, I got so excited when I was going to be able to drive this truck today. So there you have it. If you drive a TRX or Raptor, you should probably buy a real truck. Till next time.